Welcome to Exploring the D-Rob. Let's go. Good morning, welcome back. Down in North Carolina today, just off the Blue Ridge Parkway. We'll go out and check out one of my favorite waterfalls, Crabtree Falls. If you ever decide to visit Crabtree Falls, take the Blue Ridge Parkway to around milepost 338, somewhere in that neighborhood. You'll be at the Crabtree Falls Campground. You'll park up next to the road in a parking area, and then the trail comes off the parking area, follows around the upper side of the campground, and then the trail goes over into the woods and down to the falls. As I mentioned, from parking, the trail comes around the upper side of the campground, cuts across the entrance to the campground. The trail starts over here at the edge of the woods. Signage says from here 1 mile down to Crabtree Falls. That's pretty close. I'll also mention that this is one of those hikes that's all downhill on the way in, meaning all uphill on the way back out. Got here early enough today that I'm the first one in. I do believe, as I was getting out the side of the parking area though, I believe someone else was pulling in. Hopefully I'll have the falls to myself and get some photography in. Last week of May, most of the spring flowers have done run their course, but mountain laurel's looking good right now. I believe this will make my third visit to Crabtree Falls. My previous visits have been of the fall. This is the first time I'm coming with all green vegetation. A lot of rain in the area yesterday, so I'm also thinking today may be the heaviest flow I've caught the falls with too. About halfway down the hill to the falls here, there's a little bench. I guess this is in case you need to rest on the way back out. Right after the little bench, there's this little stairway. I'm thinking there's another set of stairs right on up here. Cuts downhill to the right again. There was actually 2 little sets of these stairs. Comes down beside this little drainage. Not a very heavy flowing drainage, but there is a little water crosses the trail here. The trail down to the falls here pretty much just makes 3 or 4 long sweeping switchbacks to get you down the hill. If you come down that last little set of stairs there, I think this is the last switchback that I'm going into here. Then we'll cut back towards the falls. I'm not sure if it's picking up very well on video, but I can hear the falls already and sounds like it's really roaring. With all the rain yesterday, I figured he'd be out again today. Hey there, little buddy. Coming down from the last switchback in the home stretch to the falls here. There is some orange trail markers around through here. Not a whole lot of user trails or shortcuts on the switchbacks or anything, so the trail is easy to follow even without the markers. Falls is definitely getting louder now, so Hopefully it's not so heavy a flow that it just turns into a white blob in a photograph. But I guess I should mention these few sections of the trail's a little rocky. It's still not terrible. Still pretty easy to walk along. As always, just wear good hiking shoes. I usually wear Hoka. I prefer them mostly because, one, they're comfortable, and two, they have Vibram soles, so they grip really well. Once you start getting close to the falls that run off that I mentioned by the stairs on up the trail, meets the trail again here and kind of comes right through the trail for a minute. So this area is pretty much always going to be a little wet. Falls are starting to come into view now. Definitely got good flow. Cascades below the falls making a whole lot of noise. Looks like I'm currently the only one here, just like I like it. Got a little bridge that crosses the stream here. Crabtree Falls. Still a little dark down in here this morning. Here's the first composition. Gonna try to do some photography real quick before people start showing up. And I'll come back and share some shots. From parking to the base of the falls here is 1.25 miles. So this hike round trip should be right at 2.5 miles. Naturally, over here to the right of the falls, where I'd like to get some comps from, is where all the spray from the falls is going. So may have to open the aperture up some, or just not shoot from over there. See all the greenery rocking up there from the wind and spray off the falls. Waterfall has a very strong breath this morning. Not sure where his owner is, but just met this guy. Well, the guy with the dog wound up being a local. He said he's usually the first one here every Monday morning. Except for today, I was the first one here. He told me I got his parking spot. Didn't bring my seal skins this morning because I hadn't intended on getting out in the water. I'm hoping I can get close enough to this rock here. I really like the way that cascade looks. Hoping I can get over there close enough to it to get it in the foreground. Feel like I've got all the comps I want to take from down here in front of the falls. You may have already saw a few of the shots by now. If not, here's some now. Came on up from the bridge like I was going to go on around the loop. Kind of get this straight on shot of Crabtree. Got these trees framing it up. I really like this comp. it turned out any good, here's the shot. One last look at Crabtree Falls. One of, if not my favorite waterfalls in North Carolina. Crabtree Falls is a fairly easy access falls, and it's right on the Blue Ridge Parkway, so gets a lot of traffic. I got lucky and had the falls to myself for probably an hour or a little longer. But if you look back there on the bridge, as I was leaving, there's 6 people showed up, so getting out here right at the right time. Now for the bad part. All uphill on the way out. At least it's only about a mile, and they're switchbacks, so not too terrible. They like water. Your little buddy is right in the middle of the water running down the trail. Not much in the way of wildflowers today aside from mountain laurel, but here's a couple jack in the pulpit. Getting towards the end of their lifespan, starting to wilt. Pretty cool here, a tree growing out of the side of a tree. Coming back past the campground now, almost back over parking. I ran into several people headed towards the falls on the way back out. Did get to meet several dogs though, so it's always nice when you get to meet new friends like that. Again, round trip to the falls and back. Not doing the loop, just out and back is 2.5 miles. And if you enjoyed today's adventure, if you would, be sure to give me that thumbs up. If you enjoy the content of my channel, consider subscribing. Hope to see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching. A little bonus in case you stayed for the duration of the video. This is Roaring Fork Falls. This ain't too far off of the parkway. You can look it up on Google Maps to get directions, or if you use All Trails, it's on there as well. Here's a few shots from Roaring Fork Falls.